Okay, to all my listeners out there, welcome to my rant today about internet security and what this means to our rights to privacy here in Canada and the United States. By now, I'm sure most of you know about Edward Snowden, about his National Security Agency reveal back in June 2013, where he reported that the NSA was secretly recording and collecting the private phone records for millions of Americans. Okay, the risks for private information to become public is very real. Even if you don't use a cell phone or the internet, don't be fooled. The information you provide to tax authorities, healthcare providers, anything like that can be shared over the internet, so you are vulnerable. So I hope that you take this rant seriously and your digital life is definitely worth protecting. Some people say they don't mind giving up their rights to privacy, that they have nothing to hide. For me, I don't understand this. Saying that you don't care about your own privacy is like saying you don't care about something like free speech. To give you an example, just how vulnerable we are, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Office of Personal Management hack last summer that happened in the US, where the government was even compromised. Hackers got in, they targeted 4 million people. They took their social security numbers, their names, dates and places of birth, their addresses. To think that this actually happened and that the information wasn't encrypted to protect the privacy of all these individuals is hard to believe. There's a great paper called Keys Under Doormats, which I'd like to recommend to all of you to read after you listen to my rant. In the paper, it describes how the political and law enforcement leaders in the United States and the United Kingdom have called for internet systems to be redesigned to ensure government access to information. This includes even encrypted information. These proposals are unworkable in practice. They raise enormous concerns legally and ethically. Right now in the United States, the US presidential candidates are calling for digital backdoors to a host of different technologies to safeguard Americans against harm. I guess that's the way they're advertising it. I don't trust that. On the Canadian side, we also have been debating numerous items of legislation that could affect our privacy rights, from the new anti-terrorism bill to the Digital Privacy Act. We are also scrutinizing how well Canada's telecom industries are doing at protecting subscribers' personal information. What worries me is that many non-Canadian companies are responsible for routing Canadian internet traffic, so they might not be mindful of Canadian privacy laws. The first thing Snowden says to do is to encrypt your phone calls and texts with an app called Signal. It's free and it's approved by computer security experts. Safer software and hardware might not be enough. Like the Bill of Rights and the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, we'll need a legal framework to protect the internet rights that we have until now taken for granted. Okay, that's my rant for this evening. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully next time that you go online, you can think about your own privacy and how to protect